Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Chef Yef, but y'all know the only thing I'm cooking up is my opinion. I appreciate y'all for being here with me in this video. If you enjoy the content, you already know what to do. If you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is Chef Yef with 3 F's, link on the screen or in the description below. And remember, I am not a hip-hop journalist. I am not a hip-hop historian or a lyrical miracle specialist. I just give my take on things I'm tapped into. And I hope you all are having a good and blessed day. All right, so in this video, we're going to get into why the game really hates Kendrick Lamar. With all this that's been going down, we got to see what it's time about. I had some people saying this is what I should react to, so we got to see what it's time about. All right, so this video come courtesy of Luista, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but y'all already know their link will be down in the description below. So make sure y'all go like and subscribe to their channel if you're not already. This video is about 30 minutes long, so I'm gonna have it on 1.25 speed, so y'all ain't gotta speed it up. And I'm gonna try not to be too chatty patty. I'm gonna try to let him cook, because y'all know I be jumping the gun. Y'all know I'm a little long-winded, so I'm gonna try to not talk too much. But without further ado, let's get to it.
At this stage in his career, Kendrick Lamar is granted respect by practically everyone in hip-hop, from former label mates and friends to veterans of the industry who remain inspired by what he's brought to the culture.
Who's the greatest rapper of all time?
Greatest rapper of all time? Kendrick Lamar.
I'm gonna give it to Kendrick.
Kendrick is at the very top tier of lyricists, not just of this generation, but of all time.
I posted that album more than I promoted Kendrick's album more than he did at this point.
Kendrick Lamar is a real motherfucking artist.
And when you focus solely on his native West Coast, Kendrick has been royalty for a long time, even officially being given the blessing of the OGs to take the region on his back.
I'm gonna say this and I'ma mean this. Nigga, you got the torch, nigga. You better run with it. You better run with it, nigga, because it's yours.
Damn, I never really realized all those people really said that. Yo, you got Eminem, you got Dr. Dre, like, sheesh. Damn, that's kind of crazy. Like, even some of the mumble rappers, bro, Recipes Take Off. Like, what? That's kind of wild. I ain't know that. And this the video that everybody said when they passed Kendrick the torch, he got the game. Like, at some point he's gonna try to intervene, try to, give his little speech, kind of ruining the moment for Kendrick. So it's kind of ironic that he got this in this clip here. Look at the game right there, y'all. Look at the game right there. Y'all think he actually happy for your boy? I mean, I felt like at this point he was actually happy for Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't think I don't think he was a hater at this point, but as time went on and as like Kendrick legacy probably overshadowed the game, I feel like that's when the game hate started kind of creeping into the picture.
But it's recently become clear that one of those legends who was present for that crowning ceremony has been gunning for the smoke for a while.
Can't nobody in Compton out-rap game, nigga. Can't nobody in Compton out-rap me, nigga. Nigga, and Kendrick, my nigga. Kendrick do his shit. I love that nigga to death, nigga. I love Kendrick to death, but I flew past Kendrick when that nigga was on foot, nigga, in a Range Rover and showed him how to do this shit. Don't play, nigga. Don't play with game name, nigga. Compton, nigga. Hardest nigga in Compton, rapping, lyricist, nigga. Me. Any nigga that say any different, nigga, I'll body him and the nigga he fuck with.
And after function.
Damn. I never heard. Whoa, I gotta play that back. I never heard that. That's one thing I never heard. Oh, damn, that's.
Rap me, nigga. Nigga, and Kendrick, my nigga. Kendrick do his shit. I love that nigga to death, nigga. I love Kendrick to death, but I flew past Kendrick when that nigga was on foot, nigga, in a Range Rover and showed him how to do this shit. Don't.
My bad, I was on mute. I'm like, damn, see, niggas like this. Oh my, see, this why you can't. This nigga had a whole verse slash song about how much you inspired him, and you just go take that shit and rub that shit in a nigga face, bruh. You was in the rain and flew past him and showed him how to do this shit, so that automatically mean he could never be better than you? See? This, yeah, niggas like this, bruh. Niggas like this, you definitely gotta distance yourself from, bruh. I see why Kendrick ain't gonna respond to you, bruh. This shit is deeper than rap, bruh. This shit deeper than rap, bruh. I ain't never hear that audio. I seen most things. I mean, I seen him flex on Kendrick, and that's why I always be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gave Kendrick his first pair of shoes and dusty jeans. It's like, look, like you literally basically said some shit like, yeah, the nigga was on foot, and I flew past that nigga in a Range Rover. It can never be better. What, bro? Kendrick. Yeah, don't respond to this nigga ever, bro. Let this nigga self-destruct.
Don't play with gang name, nigga. Compton nigga, hardest nigga in Compton, rapping, lyricist nigga, me. Any nigga that say any different nigga, I'll body him and the nigga he fuck with.
And after functioning as a Cold War for years, it looks like the conflict is about to come to a head in a way that could leave the battle lines being drawn in the CPT. It's your boy Luesta, and this is why the game hates Kendrick Lamar. To fully unpack this strange, winding
Luesta, okay. So it's Luesta, okay. I'll try to remember that for next time.
road to where we are now, it's time to go all the way back before Kendrick Lamar was the stadium-filling star that he is now. One thing that people might know is that the first time they met wasn't even in a musical context. In fact, it was so long ago that it actually predated either of their music careers.
The first time I met Kendrick was a long time ago. I don't even know if he'll remember. He was going to the Yet Center in Compton, and as part of a probationary program, I had to go be a big brother at this Yet Center, and me and my homie Tato.
Getting hours signed, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't Kendrick's big brother, but he used to come in there and like, you know, he was real young, man. He was just always charismatic.
Over the next few years, the game's ties to Top Dog and other affiliates meant that by 2006, the rapper, then known as K-Dot, would start showing up on some of the game's mixtapes, landing feature on tracks like The Cypher, from 2006 The Black Wall Street Journal Volume 1, and Cali Dudes from 2007's You Know What It Is Volume 4, Murder Game Chronicles. At that point, some tastemakers had already written Dot off, betting that the more conventional West Coast MCs around him, ones with gang ties and gritty street lyrics, were the ones who were most likely to break through.
Back in those days, like Don C would always challenge me to like show him some fresh shit. I remember playing this song called Michael Jordan by Kendrick and Schoolboy Q, and I was playing for Ye. Virgil was there, T Mills, I think Ivan. I'm playing the song, everybody in the room is like, Schoolboy Q, that's the one. I'm telling all them niggas like, y'all tripping, bro. Kendrick is about to be the guy. Like they didn't understand it at that point. Like everybody thought like Schoolboy was the star. Like obviously Schoolboy is fucking a star. He's the legend, that's the guy. But I'm just saying like Kendrick is about to be like on a different like atmosphere type shit, you know? So it's just dope to see everything come full circle.
But this wasn't the case when it came to the man that put the...
That's crazy, because Michael Jordan, that song is like probably like the song I don't like the most out of Kendrick catalog. I hate that goddamn song. I can't even lie. But y'all let me know if y'all fuck with that song. That song ass to me, you feel me?
The West Coast back on the agenda during his days with Aftermath and G-Unit. Because once he got on, he did his utmost to boost the platforms of others on their way to the top.
I took Missy CD, took it and put it in my pocket, nigga. I took Kendrick and took that nigga on tour, nigga, when Kendrick was J-Rock, motherfucking hype man, nigga. I put the list on my back. So when niggas say, I'm him, no, you not, nigga. I'm him, nigga.
Once they encountered each other,
yeah, man. This nigga don't need to be drinking and talking, man. This nigga, I see why everybody was on his ass about the way he was chugging that shit at the verses. I ain't really know how much the nigga like I don't know if he has a drinking problem, but anytime it look like he get to saying some wild shit, he always got a bottle in their hand, bro. And why West Coast niggas always do the arm thing? Like it's one nigga on IG, y'all probably know him, but he be always doing like the West Coast nigga skits. He be like, yeah, nigga. It's like, where did this start? Bro, he was holding the shit out of that boy. That boy was like, yeah, nigga, put Kendrick on tour, nigga. Gave that nigga his first pair of socks, nigga. Nigga ain't had no drawers, nigga. Nigga ain't even have a refrigerator. I gave him mama a crib, nigga. Shit. I ain't talking these niggas.
The game has claimed that he was so impressed by what he heard that he'd actually intended to sign him.
In the beginning of my career, I'd be going by Top Dog's house, helping him with J-Rock stuff and lending my, 2 cents. So I was a little bit, ahead of the curve than from where they were. And I was always asked Top, I was like, yo, let me get Dot. Mm-hmm. He was like, no. No. He knew what he was. I knew what he was.
This could have altered the Kendrick story as we know it, as well as how hip-hop views the game as an exec, because
that nigga lying like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, them niggas done already confirmed that shit was a lie.
at the moment, we pretty much don't. Although what is attached to the game is a reputation for telling elaborate stories from time to time, and it appears there are some insiders who feel this was no different. Among those who don't buy this story is TDE Security 2Ts, taking an IG to declare blood faking. He never wanted to sign Kendrick. Whether or not he ever wanted Dot to put pen to paper on a deal, there is no denying that the game gave Kendrick opportunities to shine early. Back when he was still building a regional buzz, Kendrick opened up for the game on tour just briefly after the release of his C4 mixtape. In an interview from around this time, Dot had a lot of praise for what he'd done for him. But even back then, there never seemed to be a line where it was very much business that was underpinned by respect. Game's cool. I ain't talked to him in a while, but that's a good dude, he said. I appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to get on a mixtape. I'll never forget that. I was on his LAX tour when he had it. That was my first experience on tour, just getting a taste of what's to come. Once Kendrick had transitioned from up-and-comer to fully fledged star in his own right, the two continued to link up on tracks like The City and See No Evil. Then they linked up one final time in 2015 for the documentary 2's On Me, and soon the fact that they stopped working together ever since is about to have a lot more significance. Back then, it seemed like Game still had the utmost respect for a man that followed in his footsteps.
Kendrick is like our West Coast Nas, you know, so to speak, man. Lyrically amazing. I hope no one ever beefs or tries to attack him lyrically. You will definitely lose. His mind is crazy. I was just in the studio with Nipsey last night talking about how crazy and how far Kendrick's mind wanders, and it translates on records, you know, real dope, man. But me and Kendrick got it in on The City. We got it in on you know, a record on this album, and you know, he's just dope, man.
At this point,
see, when he don't get the drink in his hand, you could tell the nigga is way more level-headed. And it's crazy because if he was just in the studio with Nipsey before he had that interview or whatever, that goes to show how much Nipsey really fucked with Kendrick. If they was talking about Kendrick in their own separate studio session, that just goes to show how much promise this nigga Kendrick was showing around that time, bro. And you feel me? God rest Nipsey soul, man. If he was still here, bro, I'm pretty sure him and Kendrick, whew, oh man, bro. But yeah, that's more level-headed game when he being real. That's the game that niggas fuck with, you feel me? The keeping it real game, you feel me? And yeah. See no evil. That's one of my favorite songs ever, bro. For real. Like,
Kendrick was pushing the boundaries of hip-hop as he built a follow-up to Good Kid, Mad City. Meanwhile, Game still held a considerable but slightly diminished place in the commercial landscape. Soon, he would run into other big names of K-Dot's class, one who, a little more than 10 years on, would find himself at war with the Compton MC. But
and only 5-year-olds see your ghost when you die, no lie. Head hunter from all my head honcho. 2 shits in the box, cause they're the Blanco. Shit get real fun, real fun. I ain't gonna lie, that's my shit. And I ain't gonna lie, honestly, I think I like. Don't get me wrong, Kendrick freaking bodied that shit too, but I honestly like Game verse more on that song. That song right there, man, that whole album, I really fuck with the Jesus Peace album. I don't think a lot of people really fuck with it. I fuck with that shit heavy. That whole album was. That's probably like my favorite Game album, honestly, to like, if I'm keeping it a bean.
as it turned out, the origins of this now historic beef had been simmering back then, having massive repercussions for not only what came in the future, but the frayed relationship between Game and K-Dot. In June of 2015, everything changed between the pair, following Game linking up with Drake for the track 100. Taken from Game's 2015 record, The Documentary 2, the Drizzy-assisted track was one of the lead singles on the record. But one of the reasons that it remains culturally relevant, beyond just the song itself, is because one of the bars are seemingly directed at Kendrick Lamar. Just months on from the release of To Pimp a Butterfly, basically cementing Dot as a voice of his generation, Drake apparently found himself in his feelings about it, and decided to use his guest spot on Dot's Compton Comrades track to broach it, spitting, "If I held back the truth and just gave out compliments, I would have all your fans. If I didn't go pop and I stayed on some conscious shit." The meaning was clear. Kendrick was only allowed to flourish in his role because Drizzy allowed it to happen. And if he wasn't already salty about the Game allowing these bars to stay on track, he was certainly about to be heated that the Game then endorsed Drake coming to his hood for the video shoot and repeating those disdainful lines about him just around the corner from where he grew up.
I don't think Kendrick felt a way about Drake didn't say anything crazy on the song, but he's clearly clearly taking a shot because they were taking subliminals at each other for years at that point. I don't think Kendrick was like pissed in the house, like, yo, Drake said that about. I think he was looking at Game like, okay, you brought him to where we live to say that?
Yeah.
I think he was way more mad at Game. I don't think he gave a fuck about what Drake, he's like, that's par for the course. We've both been sending shots. Kendrick had sent shots before that. I think he was just looking at Game like, okay, you're bringing him, y'all could have shot the video anywhere. Y'all shooting this shit in 3 blocks from my crib? Like,
although that might have been how Dot interpreted.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I found out when I did my deep dive. I didn't know, I knew he brought Drake to the hood and surrounded Drake around Drake's, but I didn't know it was literally right next to where Kendrick grew up. I didn't really realize like how close they grew up from each other like that. I just thought like same city. I still thought it was like disrespectful, but the fact that it's even that close was crazy. And yeah, I agree with that. Like, I don't really think he cared too much about the sneak diss. It was more towards Game. Like, bro, you really went out your way to bring this nigga. Yeah. And I said the same thing. Like, bro, y'all niggas could have shot the video any fucking where in California. Like, first of all, you like being on the song with him. It's like it's already kind of like Slim Shady. Like, oh, all right. But then you go the extra mile and bring the nigga, like, to the crib? Like, where we from? I don't know, bro. That shit was too Slim Shady for me, man.
It. The Game insisted it didn't seem that way at the time. Beyond that, he seemed to be actively gassing a potential conflict, suggesting that them coming to verbal blows would be good for the culture as a whole. Another largely unexplored side of the coin is that the Game might have thought it was cool because Kendrick had worked with his ops too. As Game's defenders are quick to point out, Kendrick has proved that he was cool with 50 Cent in spite of the issues he'd had with the short-lived G-Unit member by guest starring in an episode of Power.
He reiterated that to me on the phone, that he didn't know that Kendrick felt the way about that. He reiterated it, but now he said in retrospect he could see and understand it. But guess what? This is one of the bombshells I'm gonna drop.
And yeah, so yeah, in my deep dive, I went over like some older history of the things that was going down between Drake and Kendrick. It's like you had to have known them niggas had an issue. So what do you mean that you didn't think he really had a problem with that? Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. And then later he even kind of exposed himself by saying, well, y'all niggas, and I think they probably about to go into it, so I'm kind of jumping the gun again. But I kind of went over this too already. But he kind of exposed himself by saying, oh, well, I didn't hold, because he's about to go into like the whole, oh, well, I had a problem when you did Power. But then says, I didn't hold that grudge on y'all. Like, y'all held that grudge against me. Essentially saying, like, okay, I know I did some fucked up shit. But y'all did some fucked up shit too, and I ain't stay mad. So you knew that shit was fucked up. So you can't say, oh, I didn't know Kendrick had a problem, but then say, well, I knew that shit. I knew I did some fucked up shit, but I ain't stay mad at y'all like I'm mad at me. Like, that don't make no sense. And Kendrick doing Power is nowhere near. That shit was not even 1% disrespectful. Like, what you did was 100% disrespectful towards Kendrick. Like, Kendrick going on Power, that ain't got nothing to do with what the freak you and 50 had going on. Plus, I think they said that y'all niggas had already squashed it, or at least, like, I don't know, probably squashed it right after. So, nigga, like, yeah, bro. That shit was just a sorry-ass excuse, and it exposed him even further.
Up here today. But he said when Kendrick did Power, and this is what he said, when Kendrick did Power, and they knew that 50 Cent was his arch nemesis, he didn't feel away. He felt like he enjoyed it. So he's like, I didn't care that Kendrick did Power. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But that's what he said.
But it's important to note that these two things aren't exactly the same. Sure, Kendrick appeared on Power in spite of how Game felt about it, and maybe should have checked in with him on the matter. On the other hand, his guest spot in a TV show didn't feature any subliminal lines about Game, nor was it filmed in the heart of Compton, where each man once called their home. And when commentators like Rob Markman tried to put themselves in Dot's shoes, they could see why emotions might have run high over the situation.
Fast forward, right? Kendrick has this issue with Drake, and now Drake is on a Game song, throwing what they believe to be a sub. And it's like, damn, if you're my man, talking game. If you're my man, why you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're my man, why are you letting this guy get on your song and throw a sub at me? It's like rap etiquette, right? But then Game shoots the video and brings Drake to Compton. So now it's like, damn, now you got him in our hood throwing shots. If you're my man, again, that feels off. That feels off. That's the gist of it, right? That's the gist of what's believed to be at the center of it. Mind you.
Let's forward almost a decade on, and the beef between Kendrick and Drake has a vice-like grip on the world of hip-hop. Due to the affection he felt for both men, Game also insisted that he wouldn't participate in the beef and was just going to watch from the sidelines.
I got the utmost love for Kendrick. If somebody asks Kiss who's the best rapper from New York and you don't say yourself, our friendship gets different.
Yeah, you ain't.
Same go for you.
One of the greatest rap. Nah, I just get money.
Kobe is never gonna say that Michael Jordan's better than me. He gonna say that he's better than me, but in the Kobe way. But no man with children and a woman at home is gonna say another man is better than you at.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure Jesus wasn't walking around like, nah, he's a better carpenter than me. This guy. No, I'm from Compton. I drove by Kendrick when I got on. Kendrick seen me in Compton like I seen niggas before me driving through the hood with the booming system with the gold chains. He has a song called Black Boy Fly. If you never heard it, you should go listen to it. And so he can tell you in his own words who he saw. I got respect for Kendrick and everything he's doing, right? The reason there's any type of little rift between me and Dot or Top, or if there is, if you thought there was, it's because Drake is my friend. Can we all agree that Drake is pretty fucking huge?
Yo, no Diddy, first of all, nigga. Sheesh, boy, that boy pretty fucking huge. Yo, hey, yo. Whoa. But anyways, nigga, okay. So nobody was really getting on you. If there was people getting on him about him trying to say he's better than Kendrick, then I can understand his points towards that, like, cause ain't no rapper gonna say another rapper is better than them. So I agree with that. But for the most part, overall, what it seemed like, at least to me, from what has transpired, it doesn't seem like that was the thing that people was attacking. People was more attacking, like, the respect factor that it seemed like you didn't have for Kendrick. Like for real, like you constantly like downplay his level of success, and then you kind of act like if you're the reason for most of his success in a way. And then you do things with Drake knowing you got a problem, and not only do like making songs and shit with Drake is one thing, but bringing Drake to the hood while the nigga is sneak dissing the nigga, knowing how much Kendrick has been inspired by you and what y'all history is. Come on, bro. Like, that is that's what's more of what people was kind of attacking you for. Not because you're not saying that Kendrick is a better rapper than you. And if so, then those people are tripping, because ain't no rapper gonna say a rapper is better than them, especially a legend, like one of the pillars of like hip hop rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody. Like Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie, like Ice Cube, like Corrupt, like KRS, like Wu-Tang, like all these, like none of these niggas is ever gonna say like J. Cole, Drake, shoot, we could even like say like Lil Wayne, like they're not gonna say that those people are better than them. They might, you know what I'm saying, be like, oh, they doing their thing or whatever, but they're never gonna say, hey, look, he's a better rapper than me. Like, and maybe some will, like Eminem, like, you know, like, but yeah, y'all kind of get my point, but let's keep it rolling.
My friend, I got him on speed dial. If I call him and tell him that Cali, Justice, or Harlem want to come to the concert, he say, send him at 6. I'm going to be right there to receive him. You know I love him like I love you. We're going to put them where they need to be. Right. Your kids are going to see everything that they want to see that they need over your gear, everything, whatever. So I'm saying.
So that's another thing. So okay, what is your whole point with this game? Like, is your whole problem with did he never do nothing like? So you're saying like you couldn't do that same thing with Kendrick? You don't think Kendrick would have let your kids come to the concert and gave them gifts and stuff after everything he said about you? I never heard Drake say, "Hey yo, I was walking up and down, I seen this nigga ride, and I seen the game, and I got his mixtape, and I cover it, and I wrote it like a game." I never heard any Drake verse mention anything about the game. And Kendrick had literally probably like the best, most inspirational verse about you than any artist ever. Like, ain't no rapper ever spit a verse saying that the game was that inspirational to them other than Kendrick. And if so, y'all let me know in the comments. Maybe I could be wrong. I haven't heard every damn song in the world, so maybe so. So y'all let me know. But the damn show probably ain't better than Kendrick's. But so you saying that Kendrick would have never done that? Like, come on, bro. And if Kendrick would have never done that, I'm pretty sure you would have exposed it by now. You would have been like, well, when he had the Mr. Morale concert and my daughter wanted to go, he told me I can't do it. He had to charge me $1K for floor seats. You would have been exposed it by now. So I doubt that's the case, bro. So what we really talking about, bro?
Say if they go to war, then I gotta sit back like a fan of two people, and I just gotta watch it like everybody else.
However, it's safe to say that posting an IG story with Drake's track Energy at the height of the feud certainly made the West Coast question his allegiance. That brings us to the pop-out. Kendrick's now legendary show in Inglewood, where he brought the West out to basically have a victory lap after he dispatched Drake with Not Like Us. At the time, the one big rapper from the West Coast who was notably absent was Game, something which he very much downplayed in an interview just days later.
I think that what K-Dot did for a lot of West Coast niggas last night was hard as fuck. I think it was hard. I think it was dope of him and big-hearted of him to do that shit for this. Kendrick do his shit, and what he did last night, nigga, that was amazing for the West Coast. I sat back and I watched it. I ain't have to be there, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a dub for the coast.
Those in Game's circle have also minimized the significance of this, with Stat Quo revealing that the Game and Kendrick haven't ever had the kind of relationship where they hung out, but that he still would have came to the Kia Forum for the show.
I don't know if he was invited. I think he could have went if he wanted to. It's not that type of deal. It was no invite or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Drake are friends. They friends, okay? So I want everybody to understand that. That's his boy. So him and Kendrick, it's a different relationship. You get what I'm saying? It's not like they buddy. Kendrick don't call Game to hang out. It's not that type of we're gonna do a song, let's do a song. They both from Compton. Kendrick was inspired. Game is a fan of Kendrick. It's not that type of deal. Game is very competitive. So when somebody, Game ain't J. Cole.
Once again, this was another potential collision course for tensions between Game and Kendrick to bubble over, but peace had largely reigned, with the exception of one situation 5 months prior to where we're at now, when he fired off some fairly direct bars in Dot's direction on a recent verse.
I said this line for us from whatever. On Gangsta Grizz, if I ain't the best rapper from Compton, it's gotta be Kendrick. And if Kendrick is the best rapper, tell him step up and end it.
If I ain't the best rapper from Compton, it gotta be Kendrick. And if Kendrick the best rapper, tell him step up and end it. All I'm saying is that I'm the best rapper from Compton. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not, just spar with me. I'm your bro. Just spar with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, no rapper, and I'm not threatening nobody or saying nothing. I'm saying it's about rap. I don't see beat you up. Like, it's just, and I'm not talking about Kendrick. I'm talking about everybody on a broad scale. It's just like, if you can out-rap me. Because I'm here, and I know that it's just not possible. Because I'm not gonna stop until I see, quote unquote, on the microphone.
While it didn't come off overtly hostile, fans saw it as another transparent attempt to stir attention, similar to his fixation on Eminem during the Black Slim Shady rollout ahead of Drillmatic. Heart and mind.
Okay, so I do want to get to this part because I really don't know. I heard people bring this up before about he did the same thing with Eminem. I really don't know, so I do want to see this, but again, like, and I do remember that line about, it got to be Kendrick, and it's like, okay, that could have been a legit call out, right? That could have been a legit call out, but everything you did surrounding that, it didn't scream you're just trying to spar with a nigga. It screamed that you're just trying to get attention from the nigga. Cause why you ain't been say that? Why, like, it was post battle. It was like around this time, like, you could have been did that like before the battle. Kendrick, they were still saying Kendrick was the best rapper before the battle like in the West Coast in a way. You feel me? So why you ain't been do that? It was like around the time of like when he's getting the most, he's getting the biggest shine on his career ever. You feel me? Because he just whooped Drake ass, and it came off as like you're trying to get attention from him. It came off as like, okay, you're jealous of him because he's ultimately his career just seemed to be more greater than yours, or he had a higher point in his career than you had in yours. Or it came off like you're trying to defend Drake in a way because you was literally trying to battle Rick Ross because Rick Ross, and it just came off. That's how it came off. So like it's like that's why I'm not even mad Kendrick don't respond, because it's like it don't really seem like you trying to like rap for real. It just seemed like you trying to get some sort of attention. Fast forward to now, you literally kind of did the same thing. So it's like you have a pattern of this, you know what I'm saying? So let's get to this Eminem thing, because I want to see what this time
with Hit Boy, trying to revive that music career through Kendrick. Game, you so corny, it's a shame. Plus, seeing problems would contradict his usual rhetoric that he's a man of peace.
I don't niggas, I don't battle with niggas, I don't beef with niggas, I don't snort it unless I hear my name, unless a nigga me out.
And if that already seemed like a strange thing for someone who's been involved in so many beefs to say, it's about to look even more ridiculous when he slid into an IG comment section ready for war. During a recent episode of Stack...
Okay, so I guess I ain't really getting the Eminem thing like that, but it's cool though.
Woe's Third Verse podcast, the close associate of Chuck's suggested that the game felt there had been a sly shot sent his way on Not Like Us, and potentially even older tracks.
Kendrick said, I see dead people in the beginning of, what song was that?
Not Like Us.
When he said that in the beginning of the song, we did a song where Game said that in the beginning. Dre did the beat.
One Blood. No, not One Blood.
It's another song.
Yes, it was One Blood, right?
Oh, then we did another song where we said that. Game thought Kendrick was subliminally dissing. I spoke to Game for over an hour. Told Top Dog this. This is a fact. I spoke to him for over an hour, convincing him that Kendrick was not dissing him. When Kendrick did that one where he was talking about Big Sean and all that Game asked me, was he dissing him in that song?
What?
The Heart.
Oh, The Heart, okay.
I went and talked to Kendrick about it. Kendrick was like, man, I would never diss him. What's he talking about? I told Chuck this. And I reminded him that on that conversation. I said, dog, these you like, chill out. This is real. But in his mind, he like throwing shots at me.
Delving deeper into why the game feels away, Stat revealed the fact that people, including Game, infamously can't get a hold of Dot to discuss things is a big part of the problem.
He don't talk to this is what y'all got to understand about Kendrick Lamar. He's not talking to everybody. He talks to Glasses. He's a very few small people that he'll get on the phone with. I think that was another thing that Game had an issue with. He couldn't get Kendrick on the phone. And I'm trying to explain. He's like, man, why won't he just talk to me? You know, I'm just like, like, hey, man. And I'm explaining to this. Everybody ain't the same. I remember having a conversation with Kendrick about that phone and just talking. He's like, that's his vice. We just talking about vices one day. And his vice is being away, like being able to cut things off and cut the world off and no one be able to touch him. Like some people's vice is shopping. He enjoys the fact that just can't get to him. He won't actually.
Left in the dark and with his own thoughts allowed to gain steam, that believes that this is what caused the friction.
That's why I was explaining to Game when it came to Dot, but he feels as though because he was one of Dot's inspirations that he should always have that access. But that's just not what it is. I be trying to people have their own way of having to deal with certain things.
By now, it's well known that Kendrick's former label TDE moves differently from most places, and you can't just open your mouth about their business without someone responding. The situation proved to be no different, as live on air, Stackwell's narrative was checked by Top. In response, he put out a disclaimer which seemed to be Kendrick and Co.'s official word on the matter.
That call was about Top was calling me to tell me that when these clips come out, we got to tell the whole. He said, I know you telling the whole story, but you got to be in the clip of the whole story. Because he want everybody to understand, Dot didn't just stop talking to him for no reason. After that video that dude shot in Compton, that changed everything.
The 100 video.
The 100 video. You know, I had.
Yeah, unfortunately, the thing is with clips are made to be kind of like not have context. I mean, that's why clips could be taken out of context. That's a lot of things get started over clips, you know what I'm saying? Clips is really supposed to be like, in my opinion, like a marketing tool used to kind of like bring more you should have something on the back end that bring more context towards your clip, but people don't use it that way, you know what I'm saying? People, it's a way, it's a form of content, you know, and then people just, you know, Over time, our attention spans get shorter and shorter, whatever, and that just become what people watch. And so you could say something, it could be a 5, 6, 10, 15-second clip, and people are like, oh, well, that's what it is. And it's like, nah. But you can't really change it. I mean, it is what it is. You can't really force context into a clip. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what clips are for. So it is what it is on that.
I spoke about that and told, when I said that, I told Wack and Game about that. And top thing is like, hey, that gotta be, it don't need to be perceived that Dot just stopped talking to Kendrick out of nowhere. I mean, Kendrick stopped talking to Game out of nowhere. Right. That was the thing that, you know what I'm saying, that did it.
As the speculation swirled, what really brought it to where we're at now was Poetic Flacco's commentary on the podcast clip. In his video, he advocated for Dot being an ungrateful man who reaped the benefits of a cosign from his fellow Compton rapper back in the day, and now refuses to pay homage.
It's simple as that, bro. It's weird and goofy. If you and this man had a relationship and you now like want to cut him off, then tell him. Don't duck his calls, bro. Like, bro, that makes no sense. If Kendrick Lamar had a relationship with the Game, when the Game was somebody that he needed, when the Game was showing love to Kendrick, putting his arms around him, taking him on tour, right? Like doing things that big, if the Game is helping usher you into the industry and showing you mad love when he didn't need to, I feel like the least you owe him is hey, bro, I don't rock with you because of this. But I ain't trying to hear the decoration for that goofy stuff, bro. Oh, nah, he's just mysterious. Nah, man, he just be disappearing. He just...
Surprisingly, after seeing Flacco's video on his feed, Game let it be known that he had some serious thoughts on the matter and that it might...
Another thing that just kind of exposed his flip-floppingness, like, and then he's gonna try to say, oh, well, I wasn't this Kendrick. And then he's gonna comment on Knoxville video and say, you kind of right, I was this. It's like, bro, fuck out of here. And the thing with Flacco, like, I watch Flacco here and there, but yeah, and I've been knew about Flacco since No Jumper. I seen him when he started on No Jumper because I was watching No Jumper a lot, and yeah, like that's the thing about people like Flacco, like they're gonna get a lot of clicks and views because the part that they play is super one-sided and super biased, and it stirs up controversy, and that gets clicks and views. I could never do that. I just can't. I just can't, bro. I have to be fair. I have to try to have as much context as possible. I would never give a story as if this is what it is, like kind of how he just did. Like, he don't know if that's what really happened, but he's going to portray it like that. It's the same thing, like, and he's like one of the academics' sons, so academics does the same thing with whatever he favors or whatever he's biased towards, which he didn't do at first, but then he started to, because, again, that kind of gets more clicks and views, and you know what I'm saying? That's the name of the game. Like, I don't know, bro. I can never trade, like, my, like, integrity and fairness and, like, unbiasedness for that. I just can't. Like, even if I tried, I just can't. Like, I wouldn't feel good. I just can't. But, you know, that's what they do. And, yeah, man. And then things like this happen.
Might be time to air them out. At least one dude got it. Fans and internet goofies will never get it. These dudes aren't who you think they are. One day I'm gonna pull the curtain down so you can see every clown in their circus. This had the internet in shambles, with everyone wondering where it goes from here. In his opinion, academics thought that this would mean that the game is ready to take things further.
The first time he's actually, coming to terms that TDE don't like him, and he's threatening to kind of expose all of this stuff now. He's saying other people don't get it, and he says, these niggas aren't who you think they are. Keep in mind, the Game commented under this video, which a reasonable person could say he agrees with the sentiments being displayed or being talked about or being communicated. And if we look at his comment seems to suggest the same.
Likewise, Rory and Maul think that he isn't necessarily interested in making peace whatsoever, and that for him,
again, the same thing. It's like completely leaving out everything else that's happened, right? Completely leaving out everything else that's happened, but that's the thing, right? I just gotta watch out for these people, man.
For him, finally getting the official word about why he was cut off has made this a bigger problem than it was previously.
I don't know if Game really cares to fix it though. I agree with you. Like I think that because obviously he just had the verses and he said he was doing the song with Drake. He said, "Yo, this is my nigga. I don't care who feel away about it." So I mean I don't I just think that Game is just his side is his side. He's been very clear, very vocal about that.
And there are the TDE affiliates who seem to have their own read on the situation. During a recent stream, MacWap seemed to be throwing cryptic shade of some kind in Game's direction.
I can't wait till niggas start having they tell-all stories. I'ma be honest with you. Hey, shout out Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out Lil Wayne. Shout out to everybody in this rap game, man. Shout out the My Life video shoot. You feel me? But it is what it is. Don't let that go over your head, because I sure won't go over that, niggas. And I'm gonna leave that there, bro. We can't wait to have tell-all stories, blood.
That insult to injury, he even impersonated him and basically portrayed the legendary rapper as desperate for Dot's attention.
Hey, K-Dot, call me, blood.
Oh, now he don't know me. Hey, nah, blood.
Oh, you don't know me? You don't know Big Bro no more? Nah.
Without addressing it directly, Game has since been seen ranting at a recent show, positioning himself as the man who still had the West Coast.
Okay, so did something happen with that My Life video? Lil Wayne, and I'm grinding till I die. And you ain't grinding till you die. So I'm grinding my eyes. Like, did something happen there? Because, yeah, that was the game. I know they had, like, the whole blood thing going on. Was that shot in Compton? Or in New Orleans? Like, is something to that? I don't know. We gotta get at that. We gotta see what that time about. I ain't gonna lie.
Post on his back.
To the studio same day. We did they roll same day. LA be claiming niggas lost. I got hella dead homies. I ain't got no grandparents left. My daddy dead, my mama sick. But I'm on stage, homie. I'm from West Side, Cedar Block, Compton, Paru. I represent LA. I ain't gonna never turn my back on y'all. And I'm 100% sure that when I die, niggas gonna be where I'm from. On my mama, nigga. I don't give a fuck if it's today or 10 years from now, 50, nigga. It's West Side with me. Come on. Let me get a bottle or something. Hold on, we're gonna start that over.
But once again, all this brought was further arguments from fans that maintained he brought this whole situation on himself with those actions from back in 2015. Game knew he was moving incorrectly. He just doesn't want to accept the consequences of his own actions. For others, it went even deeper, with TDE affiliate Keem suggesting that there was jealousy about Dot being formally passed the torch to the West in a way that the Game never was, even if he was involved in the ceremony.
Nigga, Dot empathed out too. He felt that shit. He felt that shit like, damn, I'm around my big dogs. All my big dogs fucking with it. They feeling this shit. They crowning me, passing the torch. But I don't think everybody was on board. It showed up. Would have looked crazy.
And by now, it's no big secret that he has grievances over how he's viewed compared to other rappers from the coast, with his very own words strengthening the sense that this might be the problem.
Purely based on wanting to walk my daughter down the aisle. I had a new mission and a new will to live. That's what it's about for me. And so it's easy for me to give my flowers to Kendrick and YG and Ice Cube and say I love and miss Nip and do all of that. And I get left out of all the conversations. I get left off the years. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I literally am just trying to stay alive to see my daughter walk down the aisle. And that's it. My purpose is only to be a father. And this list is cool.
Others have even suggested that how he's viewed on his own coast is why he's always being clicked up with the likes of a Toronto artist in the first place.
Because of how the game has been treated, I think that's why he's always gravitated towards Drake. I don't think these guys ever really fucked with him.
However, this is something that others on the West won't accept, with both Wack 100 and Stack Quo.
Yeah, because both them niggas be doing some flaw ass shit. So if that's why they gravitate towards each other, I guess so be it. So be it.
Arguing that there is actually a mutual respect between Kendrick and the Game, that the current drama is overshadowing.
Okay, it's clear that he has love for Dot. Does Dot have any love for him? Because it appears like...
Absolutely got love for him. Absolutely. Because if he didn't, he would say it. The fact that you never heard K-Dot this game is letting you know he got love for Dame.
I mean, I'm not sure if he's getting invites to, like the traditional West Coast thing that Dot...
Wait, hold on, Jack, hold on. First of all, let me clear this like this. This is the West Coast. The Game. Don't need no invite nowhere. If he want to go, he gonna go, and they're gonna let him right the fuck in. He don't need no invite nowhere, bro.
The whole incident has basically left Game with two paths that he can opt to take. Either get in the booth or officially stand down. And according to his bodyguard, the rapper appears to be hard at work doing just that. Hey, not to piss anyone off, but the game is in the studio. As simple as it may seem to engage in lyrical combat over the issue, there are many factors which complicate matters. For one thing, there's already a sense that 46-year-old Game just has to grow up, if he ever wants to have a legacy left by the time it's all said and done.
I ain't gonna do too much with him, like squaring up with the homie, you know what I'm saying? They was gonna do that till the day they die, so that's whatever. But yeah, man. All right, yeah, that was good a video. Some things I knew, some things I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Some things it's good to I honestly like going over things again because you always kind of gain a new perspective, especially as time goes on and things happen and you get more experience, you get a little smarter within life. So it's always kind of good, but again, that was a great video. It's some things I didn't know too as well. So yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Y'all know the chef, you feel me? I'm out here cooking up my opinion. So y'all let me know if I cook. Y'all let me know how y'all feel too as well. Make sure y'all go like and subscribe to Louis Yester. I think I already forgot how to pronounce it, but forgive me, you feel me? If y'all not subscribed already, and yeah, man. If y'all enjoyed the content, you already know what to do. If y'all want to donate to the channel, y'all know where the link's at. Your boy Chef Yef, y'all know I'm only cooking up my opinion. I will check in with y'all on the next one. I'm gone.